Well, hello. Here we are, the 1st of June. How exciting. So it's the first day of winter. We've started out with some sun here, a little bit overcast out there now. So I thought I'd just do a small recording today, just looking briefly at our in relation to our star signs, i.e., our sun signs. And a tarot card for each. And the tarot cards also show us a crystal, which could be beneficial for the month. So, yeah, I'm sharing these for the month, these energetic messages. And what I have decided to share with you today, our over here, is The Crystal Power by Jane Wallace. So, yeah, it's sort of, I think having that little bit of a crystal energy as well adds another dimension to the tarot. Now, I'm not delving deeply into the tarot. This is just a brief description so we can go through the 12 sun signs. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you who know me know that I've just got back from an amazing journey in Bali, the Women Rise conference, which is part of the Women Rise movement by Jo Worthy. I have a strong affinity with this movement and all that it stands for. So I actually was a speaker at the conference and talked about lunar wisdom, which was dear to my heart. So today I thought, yeah, I'd come to you, share a little bit of the astrological, a little bit of the tarot, and a little bit of crystal. So let's get started. So our first card, so I've just pulled 12 cards out here. Our first card is for those who have an Aries sun sign. So gorgeous card, this one. It is the 10 of Cups. So I'll show that to you. Beautiful card. So obviously 10 magnificent cups there. And the message here is, I have all I wish for in my relationships. Now, the crystal that goes with this is aquamarine, which is up in the top corner. I know that's a beautiful crystal. And my dear friend, Bernie Robb, who has Uniquely Me Crystals, just showed some beautiful aquamarine in her sale last Saturday. So very special. Now, for those of you, Aries, who you've got this card, I have all I could wish for in my relationships. If you're sitting there and saying this doesn't equate for me, it's like, well, what would it be like to be feeling that way if you could have all that you wish for in your relationships? So look at what you wish for, not what you don't wish for, and allow that energy to be drawn to you. The magnetism. This is definitely a beautiful, happy card, happy relationships, balanced emotions, all of that. So Aries, looks like you're in for a great month. And if not, just have a little look at your mindset and see, if that could be holding you back in some way. So enjoy that energy. Nice way to kick off, wasn't it? Now, our second card is for the Taurians out there. So the Taurians, we have got the 5 of Cups. Again, because it's a cups card, it's that beautiful energy of aquamarine. Again, a gorgeous color, yummy, yummy crystal, almost edible. So this says, I will move forward when the time is right. So this says there could have been, or there are, a few struggles going on here. For those of you who are Taurus, you might be feeling some sort of struggle, some sort of discord in relationships, some sort of stalemate, just that whole feeling, I guess, of questioning. And if you're in that place, it's okay. Spend the time this month and looking at, well, you'll know when the time is right to move forward. That's what this card says. So it's like, what do you need to do? Don't overthink it. Just know that it's okay to feel a little bit imbalance there in your relationships, because there's something that's going on and you might not even be fully aware of what that is. So just know, with the cups, it's like the energy of the cups. There's no winners if if all the cups tip over, is there? So it's like, it's not about winning, and it's not about, this, but there might need to be movement, and how that works is dependent on what's going on within the relationship. So Taurus, have a good little review there of your relationships and making sure that you know when the time is right for you to step into or out of a situation which could be weighing a little bit heavy for you. So thank you. Our third card is for all you Geminis out there. And here we have the Tower. So I'll show that to you. Okay, so there's our tower. Now the crystal up in the top corner, it's a bit hard to see. I'll see if that can adjust a little bit, move it around. Okay, so the crystal is rutilated quartz. Oh my gosh, I saw the most magnificent piece, a ring in Bali of rutilated quartz. But of course, you know, actually had some, what would you call it? Staying power, and I didn't actually invest in it. But if there was one thing I would have bought there, that would have been it. It was gorgeous. So back to Gemini, the tower. Here we have it. I surrender and know how to go forward. So there's something going on, Gemini, and there's something like there has to be a whole letting go. Something's got to shift. Everything's got to shift. It's like whatever it is, whether it's about you, who you are, who you were, just try and put that so you can see it a bit better. Who you are, who you were, there has to be a crumbling, doesn't there? There has to be a letting go. And when that happens, that creates that space for the hope and the new. So it's like surrender, because you do know how to go forward. You know what needs to go, because this is a really powerful card. And the tower says when it's time, it's time. It doesn't really ask for permission. So this month, beware of what it is that you're holding on to that needs to just go. What needs to give you that whole sense of freedom, really, so into the surrendering into the freedom. In other words, go, be gone, whatever, shattering, crumbling. Who even can be in a belief system? Like, who am I? I've done a lot in identity transformation recently, and it's like, who am I? Maybe there's a crumbling of the old you. It doesn't have to be anything cathartic and massive, but it can be have that energy of being a massive transformation. So on that note, just beware this month. Of what needs to shift, what needs to change, letting go, just surrender, allow it to happen, because it's like the energies will probably support you in that. And the more that you go with it, the less that you'll be troubled by anything that could be influencing that. Now we have lovely Cancer. So Cancer has got the Two of Cups, another Cups card. Gee, we've had a few already. The Two of Cups, of course, another aquamarine. So do you think this might be our crystal for the day? And then I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. So how does that feel, Cancer? Who is it that you are having a loving relationship with at the moment? Or who are you desiring that loving relationship with at the moment? It's the Two of Cups. It's the exchange. It's the handing to each other. So know that it's like you deserve the deepest love. This is where we go from that, that getting to know one, new relationship, fun, into that deeper commitment and deeper understanding of what it is one wants in relationship. So this is you, Cancer. Who do you want that relationship with? And maybe this is the type of relationships that you want in your life. And if there are relationships that don't meet that expectation, maybe this is where you say, well, maybe this isn't for me. But having said that, what are you bringing to the table? Remember, when it's the Two of Cups, it's an exchange here. So therefore, if you're bringing your beautiful energy, you're already there to meet with the exchange. We know intimacy is a very interesting topic, and allowing ourselves to be totally intimate with another is quite a vulnerable place to be. So here we are, Cancer, you're being invited, and what a beautiful invitation to dive deep into that feeling of love and worth, and that whole sense of, that beautiful being able to cope with emotion and just going with it. So have a fantastic month. Okay, now we've got Leo, and we are looking at the Chariot here. Now, the crystal for that is carnelian. And here it says, I go forward with confidence. So we've got the Chariot. Here he goes. He's the master of his own ship, isn't he? He's driving his chariot. Okay, so there's an amount of emotional growth and maturity here, intelligence, setting off on a journey. And it's like he's in charge. And he's got the two different color horses, which is the black and the white, and the balance and everything like that. So it's like, this is where you are. Okay, so we are looking, Leo, that you are the master of your own ship. Don't hand your reins over to somebody else. And I think that's truly important. See that beautiful carnelian up in the top corner, that beautiful rich orangey color? This is a great crystal for you this month. Now, when we're talking about the chariot, there's a lot about victory there. It's a victorious journey that you're on. So take note of the growth that you've had, where you've been, and where you're headed. Have a fantastic month, Leo. And yeah, take yourself to that place that enables you to feel into your greatness. Okay. So thank you. I nearly put that in the wrong pile there. Okay, so then we have Virgo. Virgo, you've got the Five of Wands here, and the crystal for the month for you is garnet. Now, this is really interesting because garnet is really rich red, really, really rich red, if it's a good quality. And this one, they almost look black because of that depth in them. And your card says, I stand my ground and I look for peace. So I'm going to show that to you. There we just have the wands, the battens, you know. So that beautiful deep garnet up in the top corner. Obviously, you're not going to see the red there in that picture. But it's like, okay, so what's happening here, Virgo? What's happening is like you need to stand your ground. There's like vast energies at play here and fire energies because it's the wands. So there could be a bit of a spat going on. There could be a struggle for power. It could be you know, the need for even recognition, like we just had Leo, but the need for you know, stepping up and not being put down. And because this is the five, there is a struggle, there's a power struggle. So you know that you can stand your ground and look for peace. You don't have to go for battle. But you do need to stand your ground. You don't just give up because somebody is sort of making a stance against you. It's like, well, you can make a stance as well. So here we have it, you know, and sometimes it can feel like a standoff, but you're going to sit in your own peace. You're going to be in your own peace. Well, I think it would be better to say stand in your own peace. Stand there. I own this ground. This is where I'm at. For this month, I'm going to hold my baton, hold my wand, and actually work with that energy of garnet because that's so grounding. It's not going to allow you to fall over, you know. So it's like a fantastic card here. We've had a couple of fives, so we know there's some challenges that we've had, and we've had the tower. So it's like, how equipped are we to deal with these? And really, if we know what they are or we're forewarned, then we can be, okay, so this could be what that meant. And the more that we have that understanding, the greater we can stand in that power. So have a great month. That was Virgo. Now I have Libra, the gorgeous Libra, Three of Pentacles. Now we're looking at malachite here as the crystal. So the green one up in the top corner there. Yep, and the three pentacles, three coins, however you prefer to look at that. And the words are, when I show my work, others give support. Now, this is a really good one because the Three of Pentacles can be about an exchange of energy. It's like I help you, you can help me. I'm like the apprentice, you can help me share my wares. And I'm the artist. I can stand up, I can show you what I can offer, and you can provide a space for me to offer it. So it really interesting one for Libra because it's like, well, both parties, or actually three parties. So there's an auctioneer who sells the can sell like your painting. There's yourself, and then there's the buyer. So it's like, yeah, as we work together and come together, we realize that we have something to share. Now, whether we're in that place where we're sharing our work, we're sharing another's work, but it's like, yeah, there's that whole three-way exchange where we know what goes around comes around. And the more that we help others, the more that we can be helped. So, and I think Libra, you know this energy, or this is what you seek in life. So happy for that with you. And don't forget your malachite. Okay. Now, Scorpio, you've got the Page of Wands here. Now, this is, I am always open to good news. And the gorgeous yellow calcite up in the top corner. It's a bit hard to see. Let's see if I can move it a bit. Yep, so it's yellow. Now, there we are. You're open to good news, Scorpio. So what's coming your way? And I would feel that there's some energy, you know. This is the suit of fire again, and this is saying, all right, there's good news coming your way. Is it in relation to your career? Is it in relation to a job? Is it in relation to a passion of yours? You know, are you being invited to step into study of something that you're passionate about? Are you being invited to be the student, you know, actually go, yeah, this is what I want to learn? Or have you got someone who's bringing you the news of how you can share your passion and allowing you to, as you grow into that mastery, supporting you? So there might be someone with a younger energy who can support you and guide you. So lots of different aspects for you, Scorpio, and loving that yellow calcite for you, because that can, you know, really support also with your solar plexus. And I think that's a great place to be when there's a new message coming. And it's like, how does that feel? How does it feel? Like, you know, Scorpio, you're good with the feels. You mightn't always show it, but you're good with the feels. So it's like, yeah, how does it feel? What's igniting within me? And what is this Page of Wands offering? What is this Page of Wands, asking me to participate in? Okay, that way. And then we have a Sagittarius, who had a full moon in Sagittarius last night. And yeah, so it's like, here's this beautiful energy. For you, Sagittarius, we got the sun. Now, you're not going to believe that, are you? That beautiful, you know, the two luminaries, the moon last night, and here we have the sun for you for this month. So the crystal is sunstone, which I'll show you in a second. And I am optimistic and appreciate all I have. Look at this. It's such a springtime card, isn't it? So there we have it, Saggy, all the fun loving, the creativity, everything that can support you. And it's like, this is where you remain optimistic and appreciate all you have, because that enables your sun and your radiance to shine. If you have the opposite and you're pessimistic and you know, you don't appreciate what you have, then there'll always be a sense of lack. And that's not what this card's about. This card is about that beautiful appreciation. So I would say to you, Sag, this month, it's really important that you allow yourself to shine. Yeah, the sun, it shines, it radiates. My word, one of my key words is illuminate. And this is, I'm inviting you to illuminate this month. So thank you, Sag. Beautiful. Now, Capricorn, Cappy, we have the Two of Swords here, Capricorn. So whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. Did I tell you, I'll just go back, did I tell you the crystal for the last one, the sun? It is sunstone. So just so you know that, the sunstone is a beautiful crystal, has that little, you know, shimmering essence. If it's the man-made one, if it's the natural one, it has that beautiful golden energy in it as well. Okay, so let's go back to Cappy, the Two of Swords. Here we have, whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. Now, isn't that gorgeous? So the Two of Swords, we know, well, there's a decision possibly to be made here. Are you willing to see what you need to do to step forward? Often when the Two of Swords is at play, the person is blindfolded. And the reason for that is to make sure that they get their answer from within. So this is what's truly important. You know, as you say, like, whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. You can do that if you go within for the answer, because all too often we can go to other people for answers. And is that trustworthy? Is that fully in alignment with who you are as an empowered individual? So I would say, Cappy, whatever you decide, trust the outcome. You know, this isn't about a truce now. This is about moving beyond a truce. This is about moving beyond any sort of perceived stuckness and going, yeah, I trust my inner essence. So I do love that. And the crystal here is sugarlight or sugilite, however you say it. There's different people say it differently. It's beautiful. It's like a purple type of crystal. I love holding it in my hand. It's just got that beautiful nurturing feel. So yeah, if you want to make a decision, I love the blades, not the blades, the handles of the swords. Look at that. There's like the color in there, the gemstone in there. And that's obviously like a sugilite or sugar light of the beautiful violet type color. So thank you, Cappy. Now we have Aquarius. Aquarians, for you this month, we have the moon. Now, that's been a topic of discussion for me and our full moon last night, and the beautiful women who were at the conference that I spoke at. So we have rainbow moonstone. My intuition guides me to the right decision. So not that different to Capricorn, really, but I'll show that to you. The gorgeous moonstone has that shimmer up the top there. Where are we? It moves around, but sometimes it captures it and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, it's that beautiful luminous white, that moonstone, and it's like, we know that the moon enables us to see, like, sometimes we don't see both sides of a situation or both sides of our clarity, having the clarity. And this is saying that your intuition is guiding you to the right decision. So it's like you're tapping into your intuitive abilities. So a little bit of high priestess there, I feel. So Aquarius, like, Aquarians have this great sense of clarity and understanding when it's searching for their purpose or searching for the process of individuation. Who am I? And then what decisions do I need to make in relation to that? So you can see how the moon can help you here. It's like an ally. So enjoy that energy this month. And then our last one, we have the beautiful Pisces. So Pisces, you have got phantom quartz, which is, I'll show it to you in a second. I let go and embrace new beginnings. So this is actually the death card. Now, not to be feared. A death card is not to be feared. It is actually a transformational key. So like I said, identity transformation has been high on my agenda lately. So the ability to transform, and we can't do that without that letting go and surrendering of the death. And it was also in some of the other cards anyway. So showing that to you, look how vibrant and alive it is. It's not doom and gloom, is it? It's like, wow, this is sort of so profound. And I let go and embrace new beginnings. So I guess it could be a part of you that's holding on to something, holding on to even an identity that's sort of keeping you a little bit stuck. So how about saying, yeah, I'm letting go and I'm actually going to embrace new beginnings. This is my time. So can you stand up? Can you allow yourself to illuminate like the sun? Remember, if you're listening to this recording, everything that you hear can align with you in some way. And so just take note of what's been shared for others could also be relevant for you. So I'm loving that. As we go through that dying process, we are reborn into the new. So this is sort of tells me that you're on a brink of sort of sitting there of like, who was I? Who am I? And who am I yet to be? Or what was I attached to? Where am I? What do I need to let go of? This is going to make the room and make all the difference for where you're headed after this next month. Okay, so thank you so much for that. Phantom quartz is a bit hard to see. It's where there's like quartz within quartz, and sometimes you'll see little dotted pyramids inside, and that's like a phantom quartz as well. So if you've got a piece, get it out and actually, connect with it. Okay, so how was that? We've gone through the 12 sun signs and loving the cards, can see the interlinking there between the various cards. I am looking forward to catching up with you again in the future, but for now, I just wanted to share with you as we step into our first month of winter here in Australia. And nice to have seen the sun. It's just sort of disappeared behind the clouds right now. But I do have to say, coming home from Bali was a bit of a rude shock when it comes to the system. I was just so cold because I was so hot over there and it's so cold. So having that adjustment back into, but I feel like I'm here, I'm grounded, and I'm really happy to be sharing those cards with you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I look forward to connecting with you either in my group on Facebook, which is the Goddess Sanctuary. If you wish to look at my offerings that I have, feel free to go to my website. It is thegoddesssanctuary.net, and you will see what I have to offer. And that can vary in the range of things with tarot, astrology, looking at human design and beautiful gene keys, codes, right through to this, my premium um, design, which is amazing about your sovereign self. So, yeah, feel free to have a look. And if anything calls to you, you know where I am. So, thank you. Bye. I'm just trying to find out how to turn this off. Okay, thank you.